Hey guys, this is Ruben, the CEO of Dub, and welcome to this channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the only way to grow as a sales leader. I had a friend who was in sales. In fact, he was in a position of leadership and he was struggling because he would not see the type of growth that he wanted to see. He wasn't hitting his quota, he wasn't getting the numbers that he wanted to, and what was odd was that he was the most likable person and at face value, the best salesperson. He would do everything that you needed to do as a salesperson. He would send personalized videos, he would send nice emails to people asking inquisitive questions, being responsive, supportive, consultative, not pushy, following up very well. He was the type of guy that you wanted to get to know. He was the type of guy that you wanted to have a meal with because he was a great storyteller and because he was very likable. And he did not come off as super salesy. Now the problem was this. The problem was that everything he did was manual. He put in the work. He'd record individual videos for someone. He'd follow up with manual emails to nurture folks, giving them blog posts, infographics, YouTube videos. So this is the most important thing that you want to do if you want to scale yourself as a sales leader. It's automation. It's automating yourself. It's cloning yourself. It's actually creating drip sequences. It's putting up YouTube videos that other people will watch. It's creating different types of sequences that automate your entire sales process. Once you activate automation for sales, it's insane what happens because all of a sudden when people start to connect with you, they feel like they've seen you before. They read a blog post with your name on it, they watch a video where you're demonstrating something or you're sharing a story, and when they finally get on that phone with you, they feel like they know you. And when they feel like they know you, they trust you. The conversation becomes incredibly streamlined. First, let's talk about lead generation. In lead generation, one of the most important things that you can do is to make sure that you follow up with the person within the first 5 minutes of their contact point. You have a 5-minute window to get back to them to give the highest level of customer service. People that employ the 5-minute rule see huge jumps in their conversion rates because when people are researching a company, they're probably researching 3 to 5 other companies. And typically it's the first company that responds to them that wins the business. So in lead generation, the best way to automate yourself is through video. By having a video as the first touch point, when a person fills out a form, sends you a text message, even sends you an email, they feel like they're connecting with someone. They feel like they're connecting with a human being from the company that's gonna guide them throughout the entire buying process. The next is nurturing. Now, nurturing gets a bad rap because where all the annoyances, it's where all the follow-ups are, it's where all the, hey, I'm just following up on my last email, or hey, I just wanted to drop you a quick voicemail to see if you're still interested. That type of messaging historically has become very irritating for people because it's pushy by nature. And the great paradox of being pushy as a salesperson is that sometimes the more you push, the less someone will get pulled towards you. By having an automated message with or without a video as part of that nurture process, people will feel like it's not actually you that's bothering them. It's an automated system. And in fact, sometimes people appreciate that you're efficient with your time, or that you're leveraging technology, or that you're sophisticated in your marketing. Because chances are, if you're sophisticated in the way that you market, you're sophisticated in the way that you do other things in your business, which makes you look very valuable. Reactivation is where so much of the gold lives. The conversion rate that you might get for people that have already been in your funnel will be 7 to 10 times higher. Why? Because they've been through the process. They know what the product is about. They know what the service is about. For some reason, they were not a conversion. When reactivating people, go for the assumed sale. Assume that there was just a couple of missing points in the process. Automate that process. Understand what the onboarding process of an existing customer is, and then replicate that into a workflow. So if there's 6 steps as part of the onboarding process to be a customer, generate content, create videos, create blog posts, create infographics that guide that entire 6-step process so that when that person receives a drip message or a series of advertisements, they're learning how to become a customer again, or maybe for the first time. In the early days of Dub, we committed one of the cardinal sins of a sales department, and that the sales folks, and specifically Darius from our team, our chief revenue officer, would be responsible for sales and for onboarding. The problem with this is that it's very time consuming for someone in sales to also handle onboarding. Not to mention, it's a massive opportunity cost. For every single customer that he's onboarding, it's another sale that's potentially lost. What we learned as part of this process is to document the various types of onboardings that customer have for our business. We created one of the most media-rich email drip sequences that gets triggered anytime a new customer gets onboarded. This happens whether or not they put a credit card in. If they sign up, they get one sequence. If they become a customer, they get another sequence. The idea here is to automate the onboarding process, and that made the process so much more efficient for us. Our sales department can focus on sales, and our automated content can help people to become customers. And if they do need support, then they go to our support department that gives them the additional support that they need. If you speak to most attribution experts within marketing and ask them what's the best source of marketing, they're probably going to say it's referrals. It's word of mouth marketing. In fact, referrals drive a 700% potential increase in conversion rates, because let's face it, when we hear about a product or a service from a friend and they recommend it, the chances of us wanting to buy that is dramatically higher. Why? Because we trust them. We don't have any incentive for us to use this, and that we trust their honesty. Getting those referrals is not always something that you want to leave to chance. There are many efficient ways to drive referrals through automation. One of them is when a person becomes a customer, it's to ask them to refer your product or service to their friends. You can give them an incentive, or you can ask them to do it because they're having a positive experience. By asking them to refer, what you do is you increase your social coefficient. And your social coefficient, it's one of the most valuable metrics that exist in business. For every customer that you get, how many additional new customers did you acquire? This method is better than Google Ads, it's better than Facebook ads, it's better than YouTube ads. It's not scalable though. It's all dependent on the fact that you need a new customer. When you start to add automation to get more customers and then to get more referrals, it's the perfect 1-2 punch. Now, if you haven't tried using testimonials as your marketing process, you're missing out. And if you have, you probably know how hard it is to get testimonials. When we ask our happy customers for testimonials, a lot of the times they'll say, yes, I'd love to give you a testimonial. The problem is that they forget. They get busy, it's not a priority, it helps us but not them. And as a result, it slips through the cracks. So for testimonials, we typically have to ask up to 6 times for someone to leave a testimonial. And those 6 times that you're following up with that person is so very worth it, because to get reviews, to get video testimonials, to get that type of social proof, it becomes one of the best conversion drivers. This type of copy you can use on your website, people will find out about you on discovery sites, and overall your conversion rates will increase. The problem is that you must follow up. So what we always recommend is to create an automated sequence to ask people for testimonials and make it intelligent. If they have not responded, if they have not followed up, if they've not received a manual tag in your CRM that they left a testimonial, automatically send them another message and say, hey, I just wanted to follow up and see if you still had some time to leave us a video testimonial. It would mean the world to us. Now you gotta hear this. There's a crazy paradox when it comes to video testimonials specifically, and that is that sometimes the more produced those video testimonials are, the less effective they are, the less genuine they look. Some of the best video testimonials that we have are people that grab their phone, set up a camera on their desk, and record a quick 30-second video talking about their experience. We as marketers can go through the motions of adding B-roll, producing those videos, but having the core footage come off as authentic and honest and unproduced is sometimes your best friend. In another video, I'm going to show how to create an automated workflow and how easy it can be. It all starts with understanding who your customer is, getting to know them, and figuring out ways to solve their problems. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I can't wait to see you at the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one.